Very good one here, and eventually we will like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. Help promote and rank up my channel. Seriously, it only takes a moment to subscribe. Only takes a moment to comment. Give me your opinions, your take. Let me know what you think of this. But seriously, subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. Only takes a moment, and it makes you fucking awesome. So, with that said, let's talk about the rumors of Boba Fett taking over The Mandalorian. So, supposedly Pedro Pascal might be on the way out because this rumor that Grace Randolph is a YouTuber, entertainment, does movie and TV show reviews, breaks casting news, all that type of stuff. She, a while back, reported that there was on-set drama, that Pedro Pascal went over their heads. He didn't want to wear the helmet all the time, as much as they're making him. But it breaks the narrative that they've set up for the character. So they're like, hell no, go F yourself. And it goes over their head to Kathleen Kennedy, supposedly, which really pissed him off, and they told him he could get the fuck off set. So that's the rumor there. It stems from Grace Randolph, who says she's got her insiders, her sources, and then you top that off with Disney Investor Day announcing a whole bunch of stuff, right? But one of the things they failed to announce was Boba Fett, which all the major outlets reported that a Boba Fett show was filming, and this is filming in the usual time, time frame that Mandalorian Season 3 would be filming. So Grace Randolph recently addressed this again, said she never retracted her statement, all that this is still, that she refuses to retract that statement. She's not backing down. Whether this be something she invented to draw attention to herself, drum up controversy, have some needless drama. There are some channels like that. There are a lot of people that do that. Invent fake news just to have people like hook onto them, latch onto them in their channel. But this could be a very real thing also at the same time. She does have some history of credibility. She also has some history of things not turning out, and her being like, well, just things change, things fluctuate. This is how the scooping game works. So, is there any real truth to this? Is there any real truth to this? Why wouldn't they announce a Boba Fett show if supposedly Boba Fett is actually filming, and it was announced by like all the major trades and all that? But where is it? Why wasn't it announced? What's going on here? So, let's just get down here into the area of Grace Randolph defending herself. We're gonna skip past the drama because I've already kind of, recapped all that for you. Look, I will never retract my Pedro Pascal story because it's true. Oh damn! I'm glad behind the scenes drama hasn't affected season 2 so far. Kudos to Favreau and Filoni for protecting it. They didn't announce the Boba Fett show yesterday, even though it's filming. He is the star of Mando Season 3? Question mark. So, in a following tweet, she would go, I've proven myself with my sources many times, including just yesterday. My job is to keep you... My job is to keep you in the loop. I guess she was kind of just tweeting... not delicately, without caution. She was just in a emotional state. She's like, back off, motherfuckers. So I generally hope everything was or will be okay. Be worked out with Pascal. With Pascal, he's fabulous on The Mandalorian. He deserves that success and plenty more. So going on, she would go on to elaborate. So is Boba Fett the star of Mando Season 3? It's very odd that that wasn't announced, and they're shooting Boba Fett show now, which timing-wise works out perfectly for the December release. They shot Mando Season 2 in October. They started shooting it in October 2019, so basically that's the same timeline. Okay, now that we've got really all that, covered, elaborate on, are they actually filming Season 3 of The Mandalorian with Boba Fett instead? It's a little bit hard to believe that they would throw out Pedro Pascal. If anything, the last episode seemed like they went more in the direction of making it okay within the narrative of the show itself for the character to be more into the idea of being able to take off his helmet at any moment, because he's had these interactions with, Bo-Katan, Boba Fett. They remove their helmets whenever they want. This recent interaction with Miggs, I think his name's Miggs Mayfield, Bill Burr's character, talking about questioning your beliefs, and it's all really the same, and the compromises. So there's a lot to suggest that, if anything, they made it okay for him to remove his helmet more. So the idea of him just being pushed off to the side, I don't really see the main character such a drastic shift. I have been wondering, how long can this show last? What's the mission gonna be? He gets the kid back. What, he's still got to find a Jedi to give the kid up? But how long can this show last on, you got to find a Jedi to train this kid? And what if you don't find a Jedi to train this kid? Is it just about being on the run from the remnants of the Empire, protecting this kid? Is that what it becomes? Does it become making a living as a single father raising this baby? How far could this show go? Where does it end, and where does it go? Could they replace him with Boba Fett? Absolutely, but why would you even have to? If the problem is the actor, why would you even have to replace him? Because he's not in that suit the majority of the time. You can work this out in all sorts of other ways that don't result in removing the character from the show, just the actor. Now, you could get into some situation where he ends up in carbonite freeze or something, much like Han Solo and Boba Fett, since he's seems to be really honorable and really hell-bent on honoring the deal of getting the kid back into his arms. Maybe we get into a situation where Pedro Pascal gets frozen, gets taken off. Boba Fett's got to find out where they took him. He's got to save him. Because technically that would be part of the deal. The deal is getting the kid back to him. So not only would they have to get the kid back if they don't successfully save him, he has to get the kid to the Mandalorian. So that could be a thing. That could be real. But I just don't really believe it. I don't know. Maybe it's true because Grace Randolph's really hell-bent on defending this idea that she's not wrong, that she's got her sources, she's got her insiders. She refuses to retract, but maybe it's all just ego. She created some kind of controversy to draw attention to herself and her channel. Some people do that, fake news, spread rumors, especially when it comes to Star Wars. Star Wars, it doesn't have the greatest functionality anymore since it's gotten Disney's hands. That they seem to be running around like a chicken with their head cut off. They're not really knowing what they're doing or how to go about it, but it seems like they've got an idea now of what they're doing with all the shows they announce and the way they're connected to each other. So to some degree, I think on the TV side, they may be able to make a comeback, possibly. But do I believe this rumor? I don't know. I find it really hard to believe, honestly. I find it really hard to believe that Grace Randolph sticking to her guns. Maybe that's ego. She's afraid. She's afraid to be outed for fake news. So Nope, they are not. Let's read some of these comments real fast. So, nope, they are not going to remove the lead character of the show. Honestly, some of these rumors just sound like people desperate for every Star Wars property to fail. Yeah, I feel that way too in a lot of cases. Having watched this season with just the finale to go, I cannot see this Pascal leaving rumor having any traction. Yeah, I tend to agree. Let's see. If anything, the season looks to be pushing Dejarian, or however the hell you pronounce his name, to eventually removing his helmet on a more frequent basis. Yeah. So this person's pretty much saying, well, like Fett, Bo-Katan, removing theirs and questioning why he continues to wear his permanently. Yeah, I do feel like they're going in that direction. So if there was actually any truth to this rumor, I think Pedro Pascal won. So even though I don't really like the dude, it would seem like they're shifting the narrative into making it okay for him to take off his helmet. If they do it right, most people probably won't even notice. That's another thing. If they do, there's absolutely no reason to remove the character, because the character doesn't need the actor, quite honestly. So ordinarily, I'd side with Pedro, but he's a woke tard, so I don't care. That's a good comment. Personally, I think the whole Pedro Pascal has a problem thing was just a PR stunt to raise hype for this particular episode, and Grace got played. That's highly likely right there. No worries. It can happen to anyone, and I still think you're cool. So, the fact this silly rumor is still trying to prevail even after Pedro Pascal said himself that he's coming back for season 3, even after Jon Favreau confirmed the man is coming back for later season, seriously amuses me. These are baseless rumors that have nothing to back them up. She has no actual sources, and let's not forget that this was really true. Disney would have had to make an official statement. The folks who believe this still need to actually read reliable sources before they start to believe clickbait YouTubers with nothing more than lies to feed their pathetic channel. I mean, she's got a decent sized channel. So replace fraud nerd Grace Randolph. Wow, that one's pretty funny too. So I'm just, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't believe it. But at the same time, too, I think they would wait to announce something like this after the season officially ends. So if Pedro Pascal were to be leaving, I think they would announce it after the season ends, because they don't want to kind of turn off people before the season's over, or something like that. So I think if there were any truth to this, there would be an announcement made after the season finale, after the season 2 season finale, but I just don't believe this. However, I also don't understand why Boba Fett wasn't announced if all the trades are reporting that Boba Fett's got a show filming. There is also a thing saying that this actor that plays Boba Fett, that played all the clones, is supposed to show up as Cody. There's a lot of speculation that he's supposed to show up as Cody on the Obi-Wan series. We'll have to see. I don't know. Could have that I don't think that's filming. I could be wrong, but I can't remember. But if not that, why didn't they announce a Boba Fett show if that's supposedly filming? Would he be replacing this character, or is he just taking over for a couple of episodes, or are they filming something else that actually got him in it, one of the spin-offs? Are they already filming one of the spin-offs? What's really going on with this thing? I don't want to believe Grace Randolph. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on it. Do you think Grace Randolph is right? Do you think she just made up some BS fake news to gain traction, attention, draw attention to herself, and pick up those subscribers, and now that people are calling her out, she's just hell-bent on sticking to her guns and defending herself because she's frantic, like, oh shit, they're gonna find out I'm a fraud? Or do you think she actually had real sources, got played by said sources, just to drum up some controversy and keep people's eyes on Disney, Star Wars, or the Mandalorian, or that seems weird in itself. Do you think that all this is true and they're just not saying anything about it until the season ends? Let me know where you stand. What's your thoughts? What's your opinions on this? Big good one here. Eventually we will like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. Seriously, subscribe. It only takes a moment and it makes you fucking awesome. I'm not kidding. It really does. You're gonna have superpowers after you click that